everybody, welcome back to my channel, and we are playing episode 2 of volume 1 of Love Island the game. So the last episode was really really long. However, I am so excited to get more into the storyline and just seeing what the girls are really like, seeing as this is kind of something that was put into the storyline. I assume that the public says that we're safe and that we can stay in the villa. I'm really curious to see how the girls are when we stay, because they all seem kind of mean and rude a little bit, but I understand because their guys just spent an entire day and night with this new girl and they watched the entire thing, so I understand their hesitancy. But usually, because like I played the first storyline when the game originally came out, which that storyline I don't think is even available anymore. Old artists, old characters, everything like that. So, but some of the girls were really nice and a couple of the girls were mean. So I'm hoping that at least one of these girls is nice. But like all Love Island, they will more than likely eventually warm up, but understandable that they feel threatened. So let's get into it and see what's got going for us. Welcome back to Love Island, where the fate of Mel's summer rests in the public's hands. Personally, I refuse to place my destiny in anyone else's hands. That includes my barber. Dimitri knows the score by now. I sit down and ask about his wife and kids. Then the second he gets the clippers out, I run off to the shed and cut it myself. My hair looks like it lost the fight with a lawnmower, but at least it's on my own terms. But will the public gift Mel a chance at love, or decide that she isn't cut out for the villa life? Let's find out. The boys watch you with anticipation. The gentle crackle of the fire is the only sound in the still air. Your phone vibrates in your hands. You take a deep breath and read the results out loud. Mel, the public have voted for you to stay in the villa. Hashtag this bombshell's going nowhere. Hashtag make your mark. The boys stand up and cheer, much to the girls' shock. Mel's here to stay. One of the girls shoots the boys an icy stare. Play it cool. I don't want to wildly celebrate. It's good to know the public has my back. I guess I should make myself at home then. That's the kind of chill energy we need in the villa, Mel. Aw, Leah. She looks like a girl from like Honolulu, Hawaii. Two of the girls rush up to greet you, pulling you into an excitable hug. Looks like you're one of us now, Mel. So these are the two nice girls in the villa. The other girl sounds like she's gonna bring us trouble. I'm Candace. Feel free to raid my makeup bag at any time. I like the swimsuit. It's cute. And she means it. To be fair, she's handy having a makeup artist in here. And Leah, as a fashion girly, I can't wait to see what looks you bring to the villa. Sorry. That bathing suit matches her fit. That's so cute. Great to meet you both. Thanks for the warm welcome. You turn towards the only girl you're left to meet. She's a little more standoffish. Seems like you'll be sticking around then, Eve. I guess a bombshell has got a bombshell. I'm Eve, head diva in this place, clearly. Don't let Eve scare you, Mel. She's a softie deep down. I'm buzzing to get to stay, Mel. Same here. The public definitely made the right choice. They did, but I gotta say, boys, it wasn't exactly fun watching you drool all over her in the sleepover clips we saw. But at least Mel kept you on your toes. That's my kind of girl. You really brought the vibes, Mel. I just know we're gonna be great friends. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not exactly buzzing about the public keeping you here, Mel. I promise it's nothing personal. You've got a cool vibe about you. But you're a head turner, and that's not easy to compete with. I can't help having game. Oh my gosh. That's crazy. I'm sure we'll get along. I'm sure we'll all get along. That might be true, but there's a lot more to me than just being a bombshell. I'm sure once you get to know me, you'll enjoy having me around. I think so too. I like your energy. I guess I'll just have to step up my game. And as far as you boys got anything to say about your flirty sleepover behavior? The other girls fold their arms in agreement. Ladies, you gotta chill. Zen, stop. We went on a sleepover with a bombshell. Of course it was gonna get flirty. Leah and Candace shoot Oscar an irritated glance. Uh-oh. A little too flirty, if you ask me. You really took a shine to Mel, didn't you, Oscar? Sneaking off to the terrace together for a romantic night under the stars. I'm not gonna deny it, I really enjoyed getting to know Mel. Why didn't we all cool it and have a chat in our couples later? It's Mel's first day in the villa. We should be making her feel welcome. Thank you, Andre. That's true, Mel. It's time for your first official girls' chat. Let's get out of these party clothes. My bikini's calling my name. Come on, Mel. You're gonna love the dressing room. You follow the girls into the villa. You all bundle into the dressing room. Leah and Eve flick excitedly through their wardrobes while Candace touches her makeup in the mirror. Sorry if it got a bit awkward back there, Mel. It's the first time we've seen our partners since they left for the sleepover, and watching the guy you're into flirt with someone else is never fun. Leave me out of it next time. Awkwardness doesn't faze me, and no need to apologize. There's absolutely no need to apologize. It is completely natural to be jealous and to be, to feel awkward about it, and for you to be worried and uncomfortable watching stuff like that happen. So, completely no need to apologize. I understand how you girls must be feeling. You're a gem, Mel. Hopefully there's no more drama on your first day. No more drama? Girl, did you forget what island you're on? Anyway, we're not annoyed with you, Mel. Only the boys. Exactly. You gotta shake things up as a bombshell. But I can't lie, watching the sleepover clips threw us a bit. Made us realize our connections might not be as strong as we think they are. Which is exactly why we gotta graft hard today, girls. I need to keep Zen's gorgeous eyes fixed firmly on me. Eve, trust me, you have no worry there. I am not coming anywhere near him at all. Not the guy that I want to be with. So, trust me. You mean Andres? Your partner? I totally forgot that Eve is matched with Andre, but Zen and her kissed the first night. Oh my gosh. I forgot about that. Yeah, his too. Eve. Anyways, I'm dying to see what our resident bombshell is bringing today. I hate this hair. I know I don't want to spend a whole bunch of money on these things so early on, but I hate this hair. Like, even that would be better. You know what I'm saying? That's cute too. That's actually really cute. I hate this hair. Hmm. That's not bad too. I don't like how high that is, to be honest, but 14. I don't like that. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I want to waste money though. Like that's my thing. Oh gosh. That is a really cool color. I'm just gonna stick with it. I really don't want to waste money on it, you know? I just want to see what these look like. That's cute. That's similar to one I own, actually. Ooh, that's cute. Wow. It's so majestic. I would never wear this in real life, but I'm just saying. We're just gonna stick with our basic, this kind of thing. For your first day in the villa, it's a bit low key. Maybe there's another look that can match your bombshell energy. No, because you're gonna say this every single time I choose an outfit. I'm good wearing this. I think I'm happy in this. You gotta do you, girl. The other girls finish putting together their looks. We've got so much to debrief. Let's hit the beanbags. You flop into the beanbags and bask in the sun. That is a really cute outfit by Eve. Just saying. First official girls chat with Mal. Let's capture the moment. Candace pulls out her phone and beckons you all closer so she can snap a selfie. I feel like not a sexy pout. Like, I feel like that's not needed in this. Give a cheesy grin. We'll do that. The other girls laugh as you burst into a big cheesy grin. Okay, I didn't mean for it to be comical, you know? Mel's got the right idea. Let's bring the silly vibes. Okay, at least they took it well. The other girls follow your lead and pose with cheesy smiles as Candace takes the picture. What a bunch of gorgeous girlies. The boys are lucky to have us. And even luckier now that Mel is in the mix. I've clocked the way Oscar's been looking at you. It's giving heart eyes. This is your not so subtle way of grilling Mel about who she likes, Eve. I wouldn't say Oscar's a hottie. I do really like his personality that was showing at the end of last episode. But all the boys are cute. I wouldn't say that they're obviously not ugly, but I'll say all the boys are cute. Oscar's a cutie, but so are all the boys. Exactly. Not picking favorites just yet, Mel? I don't blame you. It's too early for a bombshell to be giving away all her secrets. What about you girls? Who have you got your eye on? It's early days, but I'd say we're all vibing with our partners. After all, there's a reason we're coupled up with them. That's true, but let's be real. We've also got other boys on our minds. You remember the boys telling you about the villa dynamics and how each of them was drawn to someone outside of their couples? Interesting. Yeah, well, I'd say we all have a couple of connections each. But that's not a bad thing. We're all here to find our person. And for me, that could be a boy or a girl. What about you, Mel? So, I am bi. However, I don't know if I want to go down the girl route. But just because I say that I'm also into girls doesn't mean that I'm forced to be in a girl relationship. But Leah is super cute. So if that is an option, like that would be also kind of cute depending on how we vibe. So I'll stick it true. I'm also into girls as well as boys. In that case, I have a confession to make. I didn't just want the public to keep you in the villa because I thought you'd fit in. There was another reason, and it might have had something to do with you being my type. You're such a flirt, Leah. Your conversation's interrupted by a series of texts pinging from your phone. I've got a text. Well, a lot of them. Should we grab the boys? It's girl time. Let's read the text ourselves first. Girls, before Mel bombshelled into the sleepover villa, the boys played a little game. They described their dream girl and how they felt about their current connections. Would you like to watch this never seen before footage? Hashtag sleepover secrets, hashtag the boys tell all. This is gonna be a gem option. Oh my god, I just know it. Mel, this is our chance to know exactly where the boys' heads are at. They give me all these juicy options, and it makes me want to use my gems for them. I like to know the tea. But to me, I already know Zen is going to say that he likes the person he's with, but he also likes Eve, but he's also excited for a bombshell. So I already know that's going to happen. And I know that Andre's going to be like, yeah, I'm really vibing with Candace. I think he's matched with Candace right now. He's going to say that I really vibe with her. We've had deep conversations. You know, she kind of keeps me on track and stuff like that. And then Oscar is going to say that he kind of vibes with the girl that he's with. She's very mature and stuff like that. But he would also love somebody to come into the villa that is very playful, you know? So I feel like I already know what they're going to say. I feel like out of all the girls, well, the girl, like, if Eve wants to be with Zen, Eve can be with Zen. I don't want anything to do with him. So, like, she'd be okay for now. No, but Andre, like, I feel like even though he said, like, whatever, like, it's happened, whatever, I feel like he's still upset about the fact that he coupled with Eve and Eve didn't, like, she, like, kiss Zen on the first night, I feel like he's still not over it, and I feel like he can't trust her. So I feel like he'd say that he wants to have deep conversations with people, with someone who he can trust. Like, that's how I feel. I don't know if I want to use a gem option on this. I don't want to. I feel like I know what they would say. Maybe it's better to stay in the dark. Aren't you dying to know what the boys said about us? Oh, I need to know where Oscar stands with me. Eve leans in and whispers to you with a playful smile. This is your chance to find out how Oscar feels about the girls who are into him. And wouldn't it be interesting if your traits match the dream girl he describes? No. I know that me and him vibe. I'd rather miss out. The girls deflate as you put your phone away. I guess we'll never know what the boys are thinking. You hear a phone ping in the distance. The boys come rushing over. I've got a text. Everyone excitedly crowds around as Andre reads the message out loud. Islanders, get ready to turn up the heat in today's challenge. Fact or 50. Hashtag kiss and tell. Hashtag lay it on flirtily thick. Fact or 50? Is it like something called like factor 50 or something that like I don't know about that makes this joke make sense? You all race to the challenge stage. Excitement undercuts the lingering tension between the boys and the girls as you all rock up to the challenge stage and eye the banner. Factor 50. Do you think this challenge will involve lathering each other up with lotion? Is that what that is? Doesn't sound like a bad way to spend an afternoon. Eve's phone pings. She reads out the text. Islanders, it's time to test your flirty instincts in today's challenge, Fact or 50. You must all write down a sexy fact about yourself on the cards provided. Just one? That's going to be tough. You'll then take turns picking cards at random and kissing the Islander you believe the sexy fact is about. Hashtag fact or friction. Hashtag lips don't lie. This could get messy. Absolutely. You pick up a card and choose which sexy fact about yourself to write down. My skinny dips in a hotel pool with my ex. I had sex next to a waterfall, or I can do the splits. Well, I can do the splits. However, I'm thinking of like a fun thing. Not that I've done the other two, but one, skinny dipping in a hotel pool just sounds disgusting. It's like hotel pools are loaded with chemicals for a reason because people are nasty. People pee in there. Like, I don't want anything to do with that. So we'll say that we had sex next to a waterfall because doing the splits isn't like sexy to me. So we had sex next to a waterfall. You write about having sex next to a waterfall and place your fact card into the bowl with the others. I'll kick things off, shall I? Candace dips her hand into the bowl and pulls out the first card. This Islander's ex said they weren't compatible, but she stayed because the sex was so good. There's only one boy who'd be cocky enough to write this about himself. Candace struts up to Zen and pulls him into a passionate snog, but he's never officially dated someone. But would he say his ex, even though, like, because he's had relationships, but would he have said that they were an ex? That was some kiss, but you're way off. I don't even have an ex. Exactly. Exactly what I was saying. I honestly think that this could be Leah, to be honest. Andre. My boy. Jeez. Wait, actually, I'm not surprised or green flag alert. Green flag alert. Sweet romantic anger to bed? I think we have ourselves a green flag. I love it. You're full of surprises, Andre. And there's plenty more where that came from. Good, because this girl loves surprises. Quick, someone pick another one before everyone steals my partner. What? What are you talking about? Zen pulls a card from the bowl. This Islander hooked up with someone at a high-end art gallery show they planned. Okay, well, this is one of the girls because he's a musician The other guy's a comedian, like Oscar's a comedian, and then Andre is an actor. So it must be one of the girlies. One of them said what they did for work. Right. Candace is a makeup artist. I forget what Leah said she did. I know she said something. Oh, she's a fashion designer. Or like a personal stylist or whatever. Maybe it's Eve. Yeah. Zen tosses the card over his shoulder, loops his arm around Eve's waist, pulling her in close for a lustful, long-lasting kiss. Candace clears her throat. Zen and Eve finally break apart. Are you being for real? I stayed loyal to our couple by kissing you, Zen. You could have shown me the same respect. Candace, this is a game, babe. Did he have to do all that extra stuff? No. He could have easily given Eve a very like a gentle kiss or anything like that, but to swoop your arm around her, pick her up like she weighs nothing, which she probably doesn't, and kiss her that way and then not break apart until someone cleared their throat. Like, that's just completely disrespectful to the partner that you're with, and this is exactly why I will never, ever, ever get with Zayn in this game. I don't care if he turns it around. That is completely disrespectful to do in a couple like that. Well, I wish I kissed Oscar instead of wasting my go with you. Dang. Everyone gasps at Candace's outburst. Maybe you should take another turn, Candace. But not just yet, because that bowl is calling my name. Oscar pulls the next card from the bowl. This islander was a lingerie model. Ooh. Oscar's eyes settle on you. He gives you a playful grin and approaches you with an air of confidence. Okay, now I just said all this stuff about Eve and doing all that stuff when you're in a partner. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna give him a peck on the lips, because we're not gonna do the whole cheek thing, but we're not gonna go in for a sexy snog like that, because it is still a game, it's still a challenge, but we're not gonna be disrespectful to Miss Leah. Okay? Oh my god, I almost clicked snog. Let's test those instincts of yours. Oscar reads your signals and leans in for a quick peck on the lips. He pulls back and flashes you a charming smile. So are my instincts bang on? Not this time. Well, you look like a model, so you can see my thinking. I'm the former lingerie model you're seeking. Makes sense to me. But I'll let you off, Oscar. Mel could defo be a lingerie model if she wanted. Well, I'm not letting you off. I just said I wish I'd kissed you. Oh god, Candace is a pick-me. Oh my goodness, we're gonna have issues with this girl because somebody said that they would have kissed you instead of Zen because of who cares what reason, and then now you're going to just be rude like this because he kissed someone who he thought it was about. Like, huh? I thought you would have wanted to kiss me back, and I probably would have if Mel didn't catch my eye. An awkward silence lingers over the challenge stage. Anyway, let's keep this game rolling, people. Andre picks out another fat card. This islander got steamy after doing body paint for a fashion shoot. Well, we all know who... Oh... Yeah, but it's not going to be Leah, because if everyone only had to put one in, it's not going to be Leah. Well remembered. And Andre gives Leah a playful smile before kissing her on the lips. Interesting, you chose a girl... You chose to kiss a girl that's not in your partner. What is up with these people? It's a game. You're trying to... The whole point is to pull out a card, read the scenario, and kiss the person who you think it's going to be. This card was literally a card that said whatever they did was after a fashion shoot, and Leah is a fashion designer or whatever it is. So she works in fashion. So that would be the clear winner of who you would think would be the person that would do this. Like, what is wrong with these people? That's a bit hypocritical. That's a bit hypocritical, don't you think? Andre didn't kick off when you were basically making out with Zen. Zen kissed me, not the other way around. Girl. Thanks for backing me, Mel. Eve, I'm just playing the game. Speaking of the game, shall we get back to it? Couldn't agree more. That hot fact was about me. I was doing body paint makeup for this fashion show, and one of the models never showed up. That also makes sense, because she is a makeup artist, so this also makes sense. I was asked to fill in for her last minute. Let's just say the after party was one to remember. I need to hear more about this after party. Of course you do. Another time, there's still more sexy facts to reveal. Leah picks up a fact card from the bowl. This islander was in a naked calendar with their lacrosse team for charity. I feel like out of the boys who's left, the only boys whose card has been revealed was Andre. So it's either Zen or Oscar. I feel like this wasn't Oscar, though. Like, I feel like it was Zen. Let her kiss me on the lips. Leah moves her hand to the back of your neck and gently pulls you in close for a sensual kiss. You wrap your arms around her lower waist and lean into the moment, your pulse racing as your lips move in an idyllic synchronicity. You break apart, her dazzling eyes looking into yours. I have no idea if that one's about you or not, Mel, but any excuse to kiss you, Mel. It was actually about me. It was Oscar. Interesting. I didn't peg him for a lacrosse guy. You're all looking at Mr. September, my birth month. Oscar takes a bow and everyone cracks up. And as your reward for that formidable achievement, you should take another go. Girl, me and Mel haven't even had one go. Oscar flashes you a flirty grin. Too late, my hand's already in the bowl. Oscar reads out the next card. This islander once had sex beside a waterfall. That's super hot. Oscar walks past Leah and Candace and stands in front of you with a flirty smile. There's a thick tension in the air as his eyes drift down to your lips. Okay, girls. Ladies and gentlemen, do we go for a steamy kiss or go for a sweet cheek kiss? We're not going to do the cheek. Come on now. We're going in for the steam. You put a finger under Oscar's chin and tilt it slowly upwards, leaning in with your eyes closed. Your lips meet in a blur of passion. He rests his palm on the small of your back and pulls you in closer. He can't get enough of you. You trail your hands down his chest sensually, parting your lips and finding his tongue ready and waiting for you. I wasn't expecting this much detail. You feel butterflies in your stomach as the kiss deepens. Finally, you pull back and give Oscar a playful smile. Wow. Well, was that hot fact about you, Mel? I'm dying to know. You notice a flash of jealousy on Leah and Candace's faces as Oscar excitedly whispers something to Zen. One, Candace has no right to be jealous or anything like that. Just because you said, well, if I knew that we were just going to play the game, I would have kissed Oscar. Just because you say that, even though you're not matched with him, doesn't give you the right to be jealous about it. That's crazy. Understand Leah because she's matched with Oscar, and Leah also has a little bit of a crush on me. So I understand why she would get jealous. Gold star for you, Oscar. That was indeed about me. And do we get any more details? Tell the waterfall story. Me and a summer fling went on this gorgeous walk in the forest. We stumbled across this lush waterfall. No one else was around. One thing led to another, and yeah, you can work out the rest. Sounds like a good time. You wowed everyone with that saucy fact, Mel. But let's see if we can top it. Eve dips her hand into the bowl and pulls out another card. This islander has had sex in every continent except for Antarctica. Well, ladies and gents, we know who this is about. Even if he wasn't the last one, we would have known. Eve wastes no time marching up to Zen, wrapping her arms around his neck and leaning in for a seductive kiss. Zen's left a little breathless as Eve pulls back and sassily flicks her hair. What can I say? I'm a man of the world. You notice Zen's eyes and you notice Zen's eyes on you as Eve struts away like he's checking to see your reaction. Don't react. Nope. You don't react to Zen. Mel, you haven't gone yet. The final card's all yours. But everyone's already had their fact read out. Did one of you sneak in an extra sexy fact about yourself? I rate it. You take the final card from the bowl. This islander has won a sexy swimwear competition. You eye up the islanders and choose who you want to kiss. Do we go with Leah? To me, I feel like... I mean, I'm not kissing Zen. I feel like he would probably have won that, but I would either go for Oscar or Leah, and I've already kissed Oscar twice, so I think I should kiss Leah twice. You know what I mean? So we're gonna kiss Leah. You show up to Leah, her eyes locked on yours. You notice a flash of disappointment on Oscar's face. I'm sorry, baby, but between you two, she's winning the competition. Give Leah a kiss to remember. You quickly move in and brush your lips on Leah's before hungrily kissing her. Your tongues flutter against each other. You can feel her heart beat faster as the kiss intensifies. You break apart. The tension is electric as Leah's eyes dazzle back at you. How did you know that fact was about me? Exactly. Okay, see? We know our girl. We know her. I have good instincts. You really do. It's a talent. Well, I learned a lot about you all today. Some seriously sizzling facts. Let's get back to the villa. I really don't like Eve. I think there's like not a single thing about Eve that I like. Like, she's very rude and she wants all the guys to be like literally swooning over her, but she wants to choose which guy that she's with, and she just wants to make sure that guy has no eyes for anyone else. You can't have every single guy like falling all over you and not expect one of them to divert their eye to somebody else if you don't want to be with that person. Like, Eve very clearly wants to be with Zen, so she can't be upset when Andre is going over to someone else and, you know, sparking a connection with them. That's crazy. And Candace is just a pick-me. I can't deal with her. Like, that was crazy. I can't believe she acted like that. Like, I understand her getting upset over Zen kissing Eve, just because of everything that's happened. It's kind of like an open wound. It's like rubbing salt onto the wound. So I understand her being upset about that because he is the person that is currently coupled up with her. But her getting upset over Oscar not kissing her after she made the comment that she said out of retaliation, by the way, like, wild. But anyway, let's move on. Back at the villa, everyone splits off to do their own thing. You, Oscar, and Eve relax on the lawn. I had a blast during that challenge. Oh, I bet you did. Taking an extra go just to kiss Mel? Not very subtle. I suppose there's no point denying it. Even before I read that second fact card, my mind was already made up. We love him. We love that. I really just wanted to kiss you again, Mel. It was a bold move. I'm glad you did. How does Leah feel about that? It was a bold move. I won't lie, it was a bold move taking another go. Who doesn't love a rule breaker? No regrets. Sometimes you've got to be bold in the villa. You have serious chemistry. You two have serious chemistry. I think that's what she said. Suddenly, you feel two shadows loom over you. You turn around to see Leah and Candace with an uneasy look on their face. Sorry to interrupt, but we really need to talk to Oscar. They both do? I understand Leah, but Candace? Right now, there's clearly a love triangle going on between the three of us. Candace, this is ridiculous. Please stop. Maybe there's something, you know, that happened before sleepover villa happened because I don't understand where all this is coming from Candace, to be honest. So very interesting. Um, that challenge made the love triangle crystal clear. It's better we figure it out now rather than leave everything up in the air. I agree to work through it and understand where everyone's coming from and to kind of just figure everything out. I understand that. That's fair. Where do you guys want to go? The secret garden feels like the right vibe for this chat. You watch as Candace and Leah lead Oscar to the secret garden. Eve raises her eyebrows at you. Oscar is a popular boy. That was some ambush. Speaking of bushes, hiding behind one right. I'd love to be hiding behind one in the secret garden right now. I bet they're having one juicy chat. Although those girls need to go back to school and learn their shapes. Because the way Oscar was moving to you in that challenge, there's nothing triangle about it. It's a classic case of the love square. And you're right in the center. Eve gives you a cunning smile. What's that look about? You need to get yourself in that secret garden, Mel. Listen in on their chat and learn exactly where Oscar's head's at. I'd be shocked if they weren't talking about you too. I don't need to eavesdrop because I know that Oscar likes me. I don't feel the need to do this. He made it very clear in that challenge, as well as in this conversation before Leah and Candace came up. He doesn't like Candace. It's very clear to me that he doesn't like her. Maybe he likes her as like a friend vibe. I could see him possibly liking Leah, maybe. But I didn't like her attitude. And honestly, if he likes them, he needs to tell me that. So I'm not going to eavesdrop on their private conversation. I'm not sure I should eavesdrop on them. You're a bombshell, Mel. You need to make some big moves, and you don't want to be left single when the next recoupling's announced. This is the perfect opportunity to gather all the juicy info about their connections. You could even cause a sexy stir by interrupting their chat. I bet Oscar would rate that. No, I'm not doing that. I think I'd rather just leave them to it. Really? I thought you'd be a little more curious. But that's alright, Mel. Suddenly, your phone pings with a text. I've got a text. Everyone races to the lawn and gathers around you. Mel, please choose a lucky boy to go on a date with immediately. Hashtag date with a bombshell. Hashtag vibes for two. Like right now? OMG, Mel, who are you gonna pick? I want to pick Oscar, but I also I know that if I pick somebody else, Oscar would be really upset about it. And I would never pick Zen, so that's out of question. But I don't really know Andre that well. And the fact that Eve is very clearly into Zen, and Candace is into Oscar, and Leah is also into Oscar, and then also into me. So I feel like I want to get on to know Andre a bit more. Oscar feels like too much of a hot commodity right now. So I'm gonna go with Andre. Andre, I hope you're in the mood for a date with a bombshell. Like you even have to ask. Leah and Candace watch on nervously as Oscar beams at you. Leah and Candace. It's very weird they said Leah and Candace when they don't even show Candace, they show Eve. Very interesting. Mel and Andre, please make your way to the courtyard for your hot date. Have fun, guys. But not too much fun. You and Andre head off to the courtyard for your date. I'm glad that they didn't put a thing where it said that Oscar seemed really disappointed because it makes me feel a little bit better about the decision. So, you and Andre arrive at the courtyard and take in the romantic setting. Fairy lights twinkle in the trees and bubbles glisten in glass flutes on the table. Andre flashes you a smile and pulls out the chair for you. Thanks. You take a seat. Andre sits beside you and holds up his glass. To our first official date. I don't want to say first of many. I'm going to say cheers. I'll cheers to that. You pick up your glass and clink it against Andre's. Is it obvious that I'm buzzing you chose me out of all the boys? Judging by the grin on your face, I'd say so. I guess I'm not so good at playing it cool when it comes to you. But yeah, I just wanted to let you know I'm grateful you picked me. Not only because I get to go on a date with a stunning bombshell, but also because the vibes between the couples are kind of strange right now. Tell me about it. The villa dynamics are kind of messy right now. Seems to me like none of you are feeling your current couples, and the way everyone was moving in that challenge proved it. I know what you mean. Everyone wanted to kiss someone outside of their couple. Even if they didn't act on it, I could sense a vibe. Still, I don't want to get bogged down by villa drama. Andre looks at you, a sparkle in his eyes. After all, it's moments like these that make this place special. That's why I want to follow my gut and dive headfirst into the experience. You never know what could all be snatched away. Like with what happened to Elias and Giovanna. What were they like as a couple? They didn't stick around for very long, so it's hard to say. I actually recognized Giovanna from a different reality show she was on. She was a bit of a troublemaker on that, actually. I wouldn't be surprised if she came on Love Island to find fame rather than love. So maybe it's not such a bad thing they're not here anymore. I'm sure one of us will fill you in on their whole drama another time. But right now, I want to learn more about the stunning girl sat across from me. What's your hometown? What's the vibe? I live in the country. Love a small town. Grew up in a small town. Loved it. I'm a countryside girl through and through. It's kind of magical being surrounded by nature all the time. I feel this, especially when if I'm going traveling, I want to see the sights. I don't want to necessarily be in the city center. So 100%, this is my vibe. The peace and quiet, the clean air, that's what home is to me. That's one dreamy picture you're painting for me. Do you think you'd ever switch things up and move somewhere else? Yes. To a point. I think if it was a really great opportunity for me, if it was a very, very strong career move, or if I could directly transfer, or if it was a career move matched with someone that was the love of my life, or I thought was the love of my life, then possibly I would do it. So I think I'd be open to moving, not necessarily, yes, I'm 100% down. But I don't want to say only for the right person, because I would also do it for a really strong career move. I would. So I'd be open to moving. I'd definitely be open to it. I think a change of scenery can be a really lovely thing. I also move around a lot. I have moved around a lot since for the past 10 years. So almost a different place every year, even if it was within the same city. So moving around is kind of I feel like a nomad sometimes, so I get it. I also change my room around because I like a change and I like things to be a little bit different a lot of the time. I love just getting a fresh start, clean slate, everything like that. So definitely more my thing. I think that's a nice approach to have. It's good to keep things fresh. What about you? You're from San Diego, right? Yep, grew up right by the beach. Spent my childhood surfing and doing other water sports. A very different vibe to where I live now. But London is a different kind of magical. Was it hard to pick up and move to the other side of the world? It was. I missed my family a lot, but they're super supportive. They taught me to follow my dreams, and that's exactly what I did. Andre gives you a flirty smile. And sitting across from you, it kind of feels like I'm in a dream right now. Andre's gaze flickers down to your lips. Do we kiss him? To be fair, none of the girls seem particularly attached to him, so I don't really feel as bad kissing him. I'm already, I don't really care about Eve, so for me, Eve is Eve is upset. She wants to be able to kiss everyone, and no one that she's matched with is allowed to kiss anyone else, even if she doesn't want to be with them. So, you know what? We're gonna kiss him. Maybe the dream shouldn't end just yet. Andre reads your mind, leaning in with a playful smile, gently cupping your face with his hand. You close the gap between you and softly press your lips to his, relaxing into the slow and sensual kiss. When you break apart, Andre can't take his eyes off you. Best date ever. Come on, you. Let's get back to the others. You take Andre's hand and lead him out of the courtyard. You and Andre rejoin the others on the lawn. Well, you two sure look cozy. How was your hot date? We're not going to say it would have been better with someone else. It was super romantic, or it was a fun time. It was super romantic. It was. Let's get real. Super romantic. I had the best time. I didn't want it to end. Hopefully we'll get more chances to go on more dates together. The conversation's interrupted by Andre's phone pinging. I've got a text. Islanders, tomorrow you will take part in a compatibility test, but this one comes with a twist. The results of the test will determine who your partner will be at the next recoupling. Hashtag test that connection. Hashtag perfect match. I love this idea. I don't know if they did this on real Love Island, but they should. I'm actually shook. So, we'll get coupled up with the person we're most compatible with. Not gonna lie, I'm a bit worried for you, Mel. Excuse me, Eve? I have very similar values and beliefs to both Andre and Oscar. But what do you mean you're worried for me? What makes you say that? Us OG girls have spent longer building chemistry with the boys than you have. This is about your values and opinions and stuff. Right now, you're the only single girl. If this test doesn't go well for you, maybe you'll be at risk of being dumped. You lock eyes with Andre. There's a nervous look on his face. Aww. That's right, people. The next recoupling will be determined by a compatibility test. Will our Islanders find their perfect match? Or learn they have less in common than I do with the gym membership I'm still paying for? Join us next time to find out. That was pretty messy. I already said most of my opinions when it comes to, especially Eve and Candace. We already know I don't like Zen. Leah and Oscar is a good time, for sure. I love them both. I do like Andre. I think in real life, Andre would be more the guy that I would be leaning towards, just because I do love a soft, more quiet, articulate man. I do love that. So it's definitely more of my type. But those are my top 3 for sure. Leah's kind of third on that list, just because obviously we don't know her that well yet, and I don't know if I want to go down the route of choosing a girl in this game, just because it does kind of make it a little bit more complicated in terms of matches and stuff like that, and when it comes to people who get voted off. So I'm not sure yet, but that was Love Island Volume 1, Episode 2. It seems like all of the episodes are going to be almost an hour long. So it will indeed. I was thinking if they were shorter, then I would do a couple episodes per video, but this is going to be a very, very, very long series. But I also love it. I do love that it takes a while, because if you are going to be spending money on gems, let's just say if you do, at least it's a little bit more worth your while, because it's a long storyline. It's not something that you can complete super quickly. So it's still even if you played it all day, every day, it would still take you at least a day and a half to get through it. And that's if you took no breaks. So, but also me reading everything out loud and sharing my opinions and stuff on the storyline does make it a little bit longer. But I feel like that's the point, right? So that was that episode. I'm so excited to do the next one. Please, if you like the video, please drop a like, subscribe if you want to continue on and listen to the rest of the storyline. I will be doing it super soon. I love this game. I love Love Island in general. I'm a Love Island stan. It's so entertaining, and can't wait to do the next one. I hope to see you there. Bye.